Hey guys, I'm Alex. No Evan today. So, you may have noticed that there's no Lobotomy Corp being posted. That's because over Easter weekend, Evan escaped containment, and I wasn't able to put him back in his cage. So we weren't able to get any done, and that means we're probably not going to get any done until maybe hopefully Saturday. But I didn't want to go a whole week without doing something. So I decided to play Deadly Premonition. I really like this game. I've been wanting us to LP it for a long time, but our schedule hasn't really allowed for it so far. So I'm going to play some solo, and then I don't know. People like it. Maybe we'll keep doing it. Maybe Evan will join in eventually. Yeah, let's get started. So this is the Steam port of the game. I haven't played it before, but it has a reputation for being notoriously unstable. So if the game crashes, that's apparently why.
I want to hear another story.
Yes, of course. You've been waiting a long time for this, so how about a special one? This story is very strange and very nasty, but somewhat nostalgic. Do you think you can be a good girl and listen all the way to the end?
Is it a scary story?
I mean, kind of.
Might be. But it's also a very important story.
It's got its moments.
If you don't want to hear it, I can tell you a different story.
No, I want to hear it. This way, I won't be scared.
Will you turn on the TV then?
You're probably not going to be scared to begin
Leave
with.
the sound down like always. Now, listen. This is important. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
So, this is not, strictly speaking, a good game, if we're going to use, like, definitions, but I like it quite a bit. I think it's very charming. It doesn't play well. It's not especially scary, but it's kooky, and it's fun. So, yeah, let's get started. So, we're here in this red room. We have these talking angel boys, as you do.
Could you wait just a little longer?
All right.
This won't take long.
So we've got a few things to do in this room before we can proceed. So we've got a glowy thingy here. And that's a trading card of our main character, Francis York Morgan. So there's a bunch of trading cards. I believe there's like 50 or so. If you collect all of them, which you can't do until post-game, then you get a special thing. It's not really all that great, but if you like that kind of thing. So this game is predominantly a detective-y sort of game with some really bad horror combat tacked on. So a lot of it's about reading stuff, examining stuff, clicking on stuff. There's actually quite a few things. Not quite a few things. There's a few things in this room that are important foreshadowing for later, but you won't know that until it's too late.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
It's about time to get started.
Has the time to start begun?
Zach. Zach, can you hear me? It's me, York. If you can hear my voice, could you respond?
So there's a few of these quick-timey sort of events.
Good. I thought you went to sleep. Zach, don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach?
Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong. Listen, they both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it. Yeah, I know. He does terrible things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello?
So, York is kind of the best. I think he might be one of my favorite main characters of all time.
I can't believe the Bureau still can't get me a satellite phone.
Firmly established by our introduction to him proper, being him describing the sadomasochistic relationship of Tom and Jerry.
Well, I'll be a happy cat.
It's pretty indicative of his personality as a whole.
Waste of time. At the very least, it would get me out of Cramp City for a while. Right, Zach? Perpetrator from the last case really was something.
He also talked to his friend Zach.
I thought there'd be razors.
That'll make sense eventually.
Crazy. Just crazy. Well, at least I now have a scar to show off. See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. You're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach?
So that's a weird thing in the game. For whatever reason, all these squirrels in this game use monkey sound effects. And that's not just a weird cutscene thing, that's also just a weird aspect of the gameplay. Whenever you run into squirrels in the game proper, they will sound like monkeys. I don't know if they just had, like, no sound effects to draw from, or if that's just supposed to be part of the weird charm of the game, but whatever. Deadly Premonition. Who knew you couldn't smoke in the rain? Oh, well. Shows what I know.
Zach, there goes the civilized world.
Yes. Yes, we do. Alright, so now we're in the game proper. So, we got a flashlight. The game kind of plays like Resident Evil 4. For the director's cut, which we're playing now, they changed it so you have this third-person-y sort of playing mode. But originally, it played when you were right up against him, just like in Resident Evil 4. But the gameplay still resembles it quite a bit. So, got a pipe. Weapons are finite in this game, so you're going to be picking up lots of disposable weapons. But we do have a knife, and we have a handgun. The handgun has unlimited ammo, but it's super duper weak. This here is Agent Honor. That's money, essentially. You can earn it in a lot of different ways, mostly by killing enemies. This is a storage box. It works just like the Resident Evil ones. You put stuff in, and you can take stuff out. Whenever you come across a fence like this, you can break it down. If you want to be, anal about conserving your resources, you shoot it with your gun. Die fence. And we got some honor for that. So York is like a super detective. He has the magical ability, well, not magical, the amazing ability to profile things, which is the art of remembering important things and deriving conclusions from those things.
Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
So we have a path that splits two ways, and I took the road less traveled by. Reason being is because you can't actually go this way. That red stuff is impenetrable. But there's more fences to kill. A fence killed my father. I have to take revenge. Oh, come on. Put that honor. I want it. Well, screw you. Why even put the fence there? I think we can actually come by here later, but I don't think the honor will maintain. But actually, I think the fence will be mended, so to speak. So, whatever. Anyway, on to the game proper. More fence to kill. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh, no. So, we can run, but we have stamina in this game. If you run out of stamina, then you can't run anymore, which, as you can imagine, is detrimental. There are consumables you can use to give you more stamina back, but I mean, generally, you recovered at a pretty good click, so it's not really important.
Uh-huh.
And like all great survival horror franchises, this starts with a dead dog. So we're continuing down the path. And there's a friendly local. For a given value of friendly and local. I forget. Right. Okay, yeah. Barrels explode. Okay, this is a video game. Wah wah wah. Huh. She must have stepped out when I was exploding that barrel. So, I got a can of pickles. So you have to eat in this game. There's a lot of weird, kind of realistic things you need to do to maintain York's health, and eating is one of them. So we'll be picking up lollipops and pickles and turkey sandwiches and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But for the moment, let's turn on the generator. And that causes the door to open over there. So now we come across the enemy we'll be fighting for much of the game, the Shadow. The Shadows. So shadows aren't exactly the most intimidating things. Gonna tuck away that evidence there. And fight the thing. Okay. Play this. There we go. So, shadows are easy to deal with. You shoot them. Shooting them in the head does a lot more damage than shooting them anywhere else. And getting a headshot kill also gives you some bonus agent honor, which is pretty cool. The mistake people make with this game is seeing that they have breakable weapons and also seeing that they have an unlimited ammo pistol, and they decide that the pistol is the way to go. Not a terrible deduction to make based on the information you have available. The problem is that the pistol is insanely weak, especially if you aren't getting headshots like I've been getting. So, the proper way to play Deadly Premonition, assuming you don't know about the super cool secret items we're going to be getting down the road, is to be actually using the melee weapons you pick up, because you actually get quite a few of them, and you can buy more if you need them, because they are way, way stronger than your pistol. Profiling activate. So if you know what to look for, that actually spoiled quite a bit of the game.
That one.
But you
That
wouldn't
one
at this
takes the
point.
cake. It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was? Never mind, don't answer. Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
Just making sure I'm loaded up. And here we go. So here's a quality of these. See, these areas where the sky is kind of wonky and the shadows appear, these are designated combat areas, and pretty much every combat area has a section where you can pick up unlimited lollipops to prevent you from starving to death in the dungeon, which you normally can't leave, and a payphone, which you can use to save. Not unlike Earthbound or something. And once per day, when you save, by calling back to the FBI headquarters, you get a little bit of money, just like in real life. So if you have OCD, you can just sit here and keep picking up lollipops, which I know I did the first time I played the game. But lollipops restore so little of your hunger that it's kind of not worth it, and also, food's plentiful, so it's not a big deal. Oh, the gate locked. Alright, so let's actually try out the melee combat. Just a little time to acclimate myself, and okay, here we go. Oh, well, let's do this first. So, you just need to get a little closer. A little closer. Kablam! So, you can use the environment to kill shadows pretty easily. Boxes you wanna use your gun to blow open, just like the fences, because why waste durability on your weapons when you could have infinite bullets? Also, those apparently had nothing in them, so that would have been a tremendous waste of a good pipe. All right, let's see, which way am I going? Going this way? Yeah, I picked the right one. Oh, hey, there's a dude. Ah, alright, I couldn't get him with the barrel. Let's pipe him. Look at that. Bam. Ruined him, and I got a pipe out of the deal. Because pipes are stronger than bullets. Everybody knows this. That's my weapon durability meter down there at the bottom. When it hits the red, I'm done. Hello? Up, surprise. See, she took a second shot. Come on, lady. Let's get a little closer. A little closer. And exploding. Alright, back to the pipe. Oh, surprise. As I said, pipe is strong. And that's not even getting into the good stuff. Yeah. So many bullet-resistant pieces of wood in this town. Yeah. I should also note that this first area is not indicative of what the game will be like. Probably a good thing. This cold opening tends to turn people off the game more often than not. I got Evan to play this game a little bit after I played it for the first time myself, and I loved it so much I needed to share it with somebody, and it was very hard to keep him playing. I had to agree to play some crap that he wanted me to play, as a quid pro quo sort of deal. But eventually, sorry about that, eventually he grew to love it. Well, he grew to tolerate it. I'd say it grew on him. And I hope that it'll grow on other people too. Because this game is extremely hard to sell to people. Not literally, because it goes on sale all the time, but because it's very hard to describe this game to people. Let's see. Alright, so we have a storage area right there. We don't really need it yet. Actually, how's my inventory doing? Here's our inventory screen. I got plenty of room. Well, alright, I'm a little low on the item space. Yeah, so shadows do kind of a weird, like, shimmy. Yeah. Oh, there goes the pipe. But that's okay, because I have a backup that I took from a dead guy, who I then killed a second time. So he was double killed. Somebody took an axe to the generator, preventing us from fixing it. Profile activate. So every time we do this profiling thing, a few more pictures are filled in. Alright, we got a fuse box. We will find a thing to do with the fuse box, eventually. How am I doing on... Alright, I'm fine on food. It's been a while, so I forgot how readily my stuff deteriorates, but I believe I can get through this entire first area without eating anything. Unless, I guess you got, like, super stuck, which you shouldn't. This whole area is pretty easy. It's quite linear. Alright. Back to it. Oh. Let's use the magic of barrels to expedite the trash clearing here. Yep. There we go. Alright, so that is the locked door. This is a weirdly interactive bit of terrain that does nothing. here's a house. Well, a building. So we can't get in. But that's because there's a padlock on it, and the best way, of course, to, as everyone knows, the best way to deal with a padlock is to shoot it with your magic gun. Voila. Hello, friend. So it can be kind of hard to judge the distance that you can actually swing at people with. It's just something you just need to. You'll eventually learn it over time. It's just a bit of practice you need. So, fortunately, this generator right here is the one apparently that actually controls that door, and all we needed was the spare fuse box we had. Amazing. Oh, more shadows. There. Just laying some pipe. Hello to you too. And no more pipe. It's fine. We still have gun. I do have the mission knife, but the mission knife, as I recall, is quite bad, and there's basically no reason to use it over your magical but terrible gun. Can I get... couldn't get anybody with that.
Great. Nice shot. Bullseye.
Oh, you're in my face now. And even though I killed him, I could not take his shot. Oh, that got me all the way over here. Well, that's just silly.
Yes. Nice shot.
Yeah, missed the headshot. Oh, I got it. Awesome. I believe there's like an aim assist in this game, but you shouldn't need it. They have like this flash step kind of deal. They see just like that, which they use on occasion, and that makes it hard to kill them. Are you not dead? No, you're dead. You're just having a very prolonged death sequence. Oh, and now you have a friend.
Great.
Aha. Point blank is like plus 20 to your attack roll. Not really, but... Yeah. Forget if these guys are infinite. I think they might be. Ah, but that's a health kit. I couldn't just not get the health kit. Alright. Let's try... Oh, there's another thing.
Nice shot.
Hey, bullets. So, we don't need bullets for our magic gun, but eventually we will get other guns that we can use bullets for, that we need bullets for. So, it's good to hold on to them. Especially, again, if you don't know about the secret items, which are secret, but awesome. There's some Agent Honor for me. Oh, alright, that one fell into terrain. Fantastic. So, let's try running down the road past all the dudes, who I believe are going to keep respawning. I suppose, in theory, you could farm Agent Honor over there. Oh. I think I fucked it up. Aha. So, if you screw that up, both QuickTime events, you will die. And you will have to go back to the last save point, which was the place with the lollipops, I believe. And that's not good. Fortunately, I believe we are close to the end of this first area. Profile start. Yeah, there's a lot of significant stuff in that opening flash of pictures. And what do you know? The nightmare's over.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Yesterday
Indeed.
morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign. It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
Spelled that out in its entirety. Very smart coffee. So now we're out in the world. So I'm going to save my game here, and I think I'm gonna end this video here. So thank you for watching. I'll probably do at least one more of these, and I don't know. We'll see if anyone enjoys this. Maybe I'll keep doing it. So see you guys next time.